My local MP is also the leader of the local council, and I'm kind of in two minds about it because, on the one hand, I think it can lead to some joint up thinking between national government and local government, but they are two full-time jobs, and I just wonder, can one person really do them both well?
Oh, that's interesting. Bob Kerslake, you ran a big city council for quite a long time, which indeed produced a cabinet minister, David Blunkett. And, of course, these are now quite big jobs. What do you think?
I think it's a legitimate question to ask. And I think the test of any second job or even third job in some of the cases we've seen is, to what extent are they still realistically able to do the job that you would expect of your MP? It's not the fact that they do a second job, it's can the two realistically go together? And you're quite right, the job of being a leader of a council is a very demanding job. I can't say it's impossible, but you're right to say, can the two jobs be done together? And that's the sort of thing that the electorate in that MP's area ought to be asking them.
James, have we learnt anything this week that would throw light on Connor's question? Are all these jobs doable?
I think Connor's question is brilliant because, in some ways, you might say, look at the experience we've had over the last few years. The relationship between Westminster government and local government has felt much too separate. You might say, actually, Connor, there's a real advantage for having someone who can see what's happening nationally and see what's happening close to home. But I do think you put your finger on the central question around second jobs, which is around divided loyalties, or as Heather put it, conflicts of interest. There's, can you do the job that you're being asked to do? But is there any risk that you're being torn in two directions at once? And I think that there's a separate issue, which is about the amount of money MPs earn. You know, I think Henry's got a point. You'd love to have a system where you really feel as though MPs, people who are making the law and influencing the way in which government is run, are really focused primarily, if not solely, on what's happening in Westminster Parliament and their constituencies. How much are they being distracted? How much are they seeking work elsewhere? I think that's a real tension.